Hello, friends. Welcome to the fifth episode of the Invincible Talks. I'm Neelam Kumar, your host and the author of this book. So, why Invincible Talks? Because this is my tiny little effort to dispel the grimness of the pandemic with some positivity, sunshine, courage, but most importantly, hope. I try to keep my invincible talks short and powerful, keeping short attention spans in mind. There are no sob stories here, just brave, powerful ones from real life heroes who jump out of the pages of this book, my book, and share with us some very precious wisdom.
No lo puedo escuchar.
So today's episode I consider to be a historic one. I hope it will become a memorable one for you also. Today we are going to talk about, we are going to have a heart-to-heart conversation about organ donation, mainly the heart. So guess who I have today as my guests from all over the world? I have Zaira and Gloria, the brave donor family from the US. I also have Jang Jaswal, the brave donor recipient, the organ recipient of a heart and kidney. And I also have Jairam, the center head of the Indian Organ Donation Center, to give us the Indian perspective. So it is historic because we are having all these people from all over the world, and I'm very excited. So, first of all, may I invite Zaira and Gloria. Welcome. Welcome, Zaira.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, darling, yeah, but we can't see you. Yeah, there you are.
Yes, there we go. Okay, we were having trouble with your audio. I have to get headphones.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, give me just a sec.
Sure. Take your time.
Okay. Hi, I am Zaira. We live in Fresno, California. Technically it's Visalia, but it's like 40 minutes from Fresno.
Yo soy Gloria.
And that's my mom, Gloria.
Wonderful. Gloria, can you understand what, I understand that your language is Spanish. So does Gloria, can you say something to us in Spanish?
Dice que le puede decir algo en español.
Buenos días.
She said good morning, since it's morning here.
Good morning to you. I'm really sorry I woke you all up at an unearthly hour. But you two ladies, today's episode I've worn this special necklace, which is that of an Indian Maharani. That means queen. So you two are queens. You have performed such a brave act. So Zaira, first of all, thank you for being so brave. I want to ask you, there are, first tell us what your dad was like and what were your happy family times like?
Oh, my dad was always happy. He was a person outgoing. He's always doing something. He was the type of person who, if you were in a party, you can hear him. He was loud, always happy. If you ever came with someone, you would be happy. You would be family just because you knew that person, you know? And
Yeah.
he made you feel so welcome. And he was always helping people. And yeah, he was a very nice guy.
Wow. We all missed meeting him. But tell me, that brings me to the next question. You made a very brave decision of donating your beloved father's heart to Jang Jaswal, who was suffering. But can you give us some reasons why people do not donate? what are the reasons they hold against it?
You know what? I think it has to do a lot with beliefs, religion. If it's taboo, if after life they're going to be, a lot of people believe, we walk or, without their organs, they're going to be incomplete. So a
Mhm.
lot of people have these beliefs, and I think religion doesn't also help. And I think also mainly it's family, because sometimes you have a lot of family who disagree with donating, and you're already going through a hard moment as it is. And I think not having family by your side makes it a little more like hard. And I think sometimes people don't want to hear it. So they just be like, okay, forget it. So I think it also has to do a lot with family, not, being by your side or understanding.
Mhm. Absolutely. Um, are you sure, Zaira, I'm not upsetting your mom? Am I upsetting her right now?
Oh, no, not at all.
She's okay?
No. Yeah, she's good.
Okay, okay, great.
Está
So,
incomodando.
No,
Creo
pues
que
sí,
no
pero pues no
sabía.
me gusta estar recordando cada rato.
She just gets sad when she remembers or, and
I
goes back
know
to
that's
that.
so natural. A big hug to you, my darling Gloria. Um, tell me something, Zaira. You once told me I mean, this is the first time we are meeting face to face, digitally, but you once told me that after we die, we really don't need those organs. So that's why you took that decision. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on organ donation? Do you regret doing that?
Oh no, not at all. But it is hard to take that decision, to donating because you're already going through that loss. And I remember it was hard because I'm losing my father, and I felt like a little like devil came inside me because it's not fair, it's not fair that I am crying and having to say bye to my father, and then having to kind of give life to someone else. It's a little like selfish moment we had, and I know I think we speak for my sisters and stuff and my brother. But we always kept in mind too, by us doing this, we're helping someone from going through what we were going at the moment, and it was terrible. So I think that's what kind of pushed us a little bit more to go with it and with that decision of donating because we didn't want someone else from going through what we were going at the moment. And it was hard, but I think me, my sister, my mom, and I know my dad we had two uncles that were by our side, and they agree with us. And hey, it is the right thing, go for it. And yeah, that's what we kept our decision of donating. And no, now I don't regret it at all. I think it was one of the best things we could have
Oh,
done because
wonderful. Yeah.
I think you never know in what side of the table you're going to be in. It can be in the I need an organ or I can give an organ.
Absolutely. Which brings me, I think we should invite Jang Jaswal here at this moment. And please ask Gloria forgiveness for me. I am so sorry if I'm saying something that is upsetting her.
Oh, no, it's okay. Dice que perdón si le estoy diciendo algo que la está.
Pues no me gusta estar recuerde.
Yeah, she just gets sad. That's all. You're okay. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you, Zaira. Thank you, Gloria. Jang, can we welcome you, dear? Jang Jaswal, are you there? Can he connect? Okay. A minute back, he was here. Jang, so I believe, Zaira, that you have a very warm relationship with Jung and you call him a very special name. What's that name?
We call him Big Papa.
Oh, Big Papa is Bade Papa in Hindi. So Bade
Oh,
Papa is a very, very endearing term. So I'm so happy. Can you message Jung? Where is he? He was,
let me see.
yeah, he was here 2 minutes back. So in the meantime, while Jung comes here, we'll carry on this conversation. Can I introduce you? Can I introduce you to Jaya? Who is Jaya? Welcome, Jaya. Thank you so much for coming here. And you're listening to all these brave stories, and you are the center head of Mohan Foundation. So would you mind telling us the Indian perspective, can you tell us about the stigmas attached, the statistics of waiting patients, and why organ donation is something that is important? Yes.
Thank you so much for having me here, Neelamji. It's so, I got goosebumps just listening to
I
Zaira
know.
speak.
I know.
So thank you for inviting me to this platform. So I just wanted to share with you all that more than 1 million Indians suffer from organ failure, and at least half of those are in dire need of organs.
Mhm.
However, only about 12,000 transplants take place in India in a year, and this is through both living as well as deceased donations.
Mhm.
So the message that I'm trying to bring is that many are waiting for someone to save their lives through a life-saving organ, and many die simply waiting for the life-saving organ,
Yeah.
and they need not have died. If
Yeah.
only each and every one of us gave our precious organs away to those in need when we
Yes.
don't need them anymore any longer,
I know. I know what.
So the fact remains that an organ donor can save up to 8 to 9 lives,
8 or
and
9 lives.
8 to 9 lives, and enhance so many more through donation of tissues such as the eyes, skin, and others, and such is the power of organ donation.
Mhm.
So, keeping this in mind, however, sadly, India's organ donation rates are abysmal at 0.52 per million population.
Oh
And
my.
one of the primary reasons for this is lack of awareness amongst the general public.
Yes.
Uh, uh, just like, I mean, yeah, it's most definitely not an easy concept to deal with, and we just and Zaira and Gloria have just shared as they were sharing, the emotions were flowing, and you could see obviously it's your loved one, so it's not an easy concept to deal with. However, we need to keep in mind that death is the only certain event for each and every human being on this earth.
Yes.
And if we can make good sense of this tragedy and loss,
Mhm.
how wonderful can it be? And that's precisely what I think this story is all about. So imagine we can continue to live on this earth, see the beautiful earth through someone's eyes, see the world through someone's eyes, breathe through someone's lungs, and live and love once again. So that's the crux of it all. The person doesn't stop living; they continue to live through someone else.
I know.
Therefore, it is very important to have conversations around this topic amongst your family members and normalize it. It's
Yes.
difficult, but it's not an easy task, but it's very important.
So, Jaya,
Uh,
can we? Yeah, I would like to ask you, of course, the Indian perspective about how do you go about pledging. Can I get back to Jang before he loses his connectivity again? So, hi, Jang, welcome. Can you hear us?
Hi, thank you, Neelam, and thank you, everybody. Hi, Zara. Good morning.
Hi. Good
Ah,
morning.
now Gloria smiles after she sees you. So, Jang,
Vaya se sonríe cuando me mira.
Young, I'm so sorry. Last time I took your interview, you were so groggy because it was so early in the morning. Again, it's very early in the morning for you. I'm really, really sorry. But
No, that's okay. Let's go ahead, Neelam.
okay, we
No
want to
es
share your
diferente.
story with the world. So, Jung, I want to ask you, what is the bond you share with these two ladies, Zaira and Gloria? What is the bond that you share?
It's very hard to explain, Neelam.
Yeah.
They are my family now. They're
Oh,
not like a family, but they are a family.
oh, wow.
I'm part of them, and they are part of me.
Oh,
I love it when Zara calls me Big Papa,
Bade Papa, yes.
and his kids, they come, they hug me, and it's such a lovely occasion. I can't express the joy I get out of that.
Yes, Jung.
I'm here due to their father's donation,
Yes.
right? his heart still beats in my body.
Oh my God.
And I'm alive through them.
Oh.
And Zara's dad, Varihin's husband, he's alive inside me. That's how I feel about it.
Wow.
And about the donation,
Yes.
I want to say, like that song comes to my mind, Jyot se Jyot jagate raho.
Oh.
When you are done, you can donate your organs and give life to somebody else who really, really desperately needs it.
Yes. Jung, I want to ask you and Zaira, both of you, what was that moment when you all met face to face? What were the emotions that both of you felt? Can you please recount that?
It's very hard to express. Like it was a very mixed emotional meeting. One way I was very happy that I'm gonna meet my donor family.
Yeah.
Right. The other way I was scared that how I gonna face that Zaira lost her father, Virhin lost her husband, and then Jose's organs are with me now. So it was a mixed emotion. Like it was they lost their husband, their father.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess nothing comes good out of the death of anybody. It's a very somber, very sad occasion. But this thing, like by donating organs, I guess there's something good about came out from the worst situation in the life.
That's so wonderful.
That's how I felt. And once we met, after that, I felt very, very comfortable. I'm sure they felt comfortable about it. And we were all happy and very joyous.
Zaira, that is so wonderful. Do you all meet often? Because how many miles away are you all in the US?
We try to go as much as we can, but with this whole COVID thing, we kind of stopped a little. But before that, we would kind of go maybe 3 times, maybe a year, yeah, or a little bit more, depending with the free time where we had with the kids and stuff. And we were like 4 hours, I think, away from each other.
Oh wow! Tell me, Zaira, sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry to rake this up, but this is for everyone's benefit. I believe when your mom, when she hugged Jung for the first time, she became very emotional. Why was that?
I think it's a mixture of everything, knowing, that part of my dad's still alive, and I know she can feel his heartbeat when she hugged him. And I think that's the first thing that she pointed out, that she can feel something. And I think that's when she started crying, because I think she could, really, really see that my dad, or part of my dad, was still alive, and all our troubles kind of were worth it, and I think that's why she got really emotional. And besides the fact that that was the first time we had met him, we were nervous, scared, and a little bit of mixture of everything,
Yeah.
Especially when where I hugged her head and her head rested just against my chest. Exactly, her ear was against the heart, Jose's heart in my body, and she heard it beating, and she jumped out of my hug, and she said something in Spanish which I couldn't understand, and later Zara interpreted and said she could hear Jose's heart beating in you.
Yes, that's when she got really emotional. She's like, I can feel it, I can feel it. Yes.
So, Jung, how do you feel now? Are you in good health? What does a recipient feel? Are you in good health?
Yes, I had a wonderful 7 years so far. It's been 7.5 years. Yes, I do have my ups and downs. Some days are very good, other days are good. Uh, but overall, considering I'm pretty healthy as compared to any person of my age group.
Wonderful.
And I do all the normal activities now.
Yeah, that's so wonderful. Well,
A person coming from who was kept alive on two machines. I was on dialysis at the same time. I had a LVAD, left ventricle assist device. That's an artificial metallic heart. So I had to connect my heart to power, and then I would sit on dialysis machine. Coming from that spot to today or after the transplant, it's totally different.
I know that's the more I listen to this story, Zaira and Gloria, I don't know what to say. You two women who are totally amazing. And may you continue to have so much of strength because you have done such a noble deed and given life to my friend Jang Jaswal. And all these acts of goodness are being recorded upstairs. So thank you so much for that. But please remain for a few more minutes until we hear the Indian perspective. Jaya, can you tell us how to donate? How can people donate? I know that Zaira is in a bit of a hurry. She has to take her mom, she has to drive her mom to her workplace. But just maybe 5 minutes more. Jan, can you stay on?
Yeah, I'm okay. Let's go ahead.
That's a nice cup of tea you're having. So yes, Jaya, please enlighten us.
Sure, thank you. It's such a positive story. It's just to hear Jung speak. It's wow, it's amazing. My evening, my day is made, just listening to the story. All right. So very quickly, just wanted to share with you all a little bit about our foundation. We are an NGO. We are a 24-year-old NGO called Mohan Foundation. And we've been promoting deceased organ donation right since the times when it was considered a taboo topic in the country way back in the late 90s. Mohan is actually an acronym for Multi-Organ Harvesting Aid Network. And over the years, we've been striving to build an ecosystem that's conducive to organ donation in India by working with several stakeholders, such as the public, patients, healthcare professionals, governments, hospitals, etc. So we've been working incessantly to build awareness, public awareness through public education initiatives and programs, just to remove the myths from the society. And our key messages to the public essentially are that there are no religions that are against organ donation. Organ donation has the power of saving lives. And if you can receive an organ, you can donate as well, irrespective of the religion. Another message that we give out is anybody can donate organs. There is no age barrier. Most important thing is the organs and tissues must be healthy. And of course, the family members must be willing to give consent. So all it needs is for your family members to say yes to organ donation whenever the time comes. And if there has been a prior discussion about your wish along with your family members, it's so much more easier for them to go ahead without any reluctance, without any hesitation. So in fact, we've seen many families come forth to donate the organs of their loved ones just because they've had a prior conversation. That is the power of the talk. So please take the pledge today. And I'm going to share a slide with you all very quickly. Neelam, can you please enable screen sharing for me?
Yeah, done. Sorry, I forgot.
Thank you.
That.
No problem. Okay, so this is what I want to share with you all. So it's as simple, pledging your organs is as simple as just going to a website. So our website is mohanfoundation.org. You can pledge your organs online. It's a simple form. I promise you, it won't take you more than 2 minutes. As soon as you take the pledge, The donor card is emailed to you, and you just need to print it. Keep it in your wallet at all times, because you never know. It's along with your driving license. If this is also found, then at least people will know this was your wish, and the family members can be contacted. So this is essentially what I wanted to share with you all. We also have a national organ donation helpline, which is a toll-free helpline. This is the number that's being displayed across. If you have any information you would like to discuss, clarify any points, feel free to reach out. Our counselors will share the information with you. So I would, just a minute more I'll take. So I just wanted to end this with a beautiful quote by Khalil Gibran. You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. So I would like to appeal to each and every one of you to please take the pledge, have a discussion at home, simply because giving life is beautiful.
That's so lovely, Jaya. Thank you so much. And you know, Zaira and Jang, all I can say is that families are not only those that you get born into. There are families that you make along the way. And I love what you said, Jaya, that you give little when you give of your possessions, but it is when you give of yourself that you truly give. Wow. So I've met some incredible people today. And viewers, I hope this has been a very, very valuable talk for you. And my invincible Zaira, my invincible Gloria, my invincible Jang Jaswal, and of course, Jaya, our guiding light. May all of you have a beautiful, I forgot to say, Jaya herself is a kidney recipient. And this is her 11th rocking year. So congratulations. And it's so lovely. To all those viewers, please watch this from your heart, because this is a very valuable session that we have had. And please pledge to remain eternal through somebody else's life by giving.
Can I say something? Sorry to interrupt you. When we went to the whole process of donating, we did have a lot of family who disagreed with us donating, just because, like I said, I think it's religion and beliefs, but I remember also after a year of my dad's passed away, we did a memorial service, and I took him as a surprise, and they didn't know he was going. So when the mass started at the church, I brought him out, and everybody turned, like, the way they view things differently. Everybody was happy to meet him, and they were hugging him. And I know at that moment they changed their way of thinking completely about donating, and that made our decision even better, because they were with us now, that they knew that what we did was a good thing. And he was there, and he was surprised too that everybody was so happy and joyful that they were holding him and seeing him, and their son is still there, a little piece of him. And I think that's what made everything. And for those people who want to donate, don't let that stop you, because I know that once everything is done and everything goes right, hopefully they would see things different too.
Zaira, that's such a powerful.
And one thing I want to say, Neelam, is I want to make it very simple to everybody. You won't need your organs where you're going, so give it to somebody here on this earth.
Yes.
True. So today, viewers, let us pledge to help somebody else live on after we are gone. Thank you very much for this show, viewers. Join again every Friday at same time, same place, and get your vaccine of invincibility right there. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was lovely.